Today we're going to be stripping the coating off of this ESEE4. Now there's a couple of reasons why someone might want to strip the coating off of a knife. With the coating removed, the knife cuts better through material, less stuff gets caught up in the coating here. Maybe if you want to cut food as well, it's better with no coating, slices nicer. Or maybe you prefer the look with no coating on it. So we got to take the screws off. For that, it's actually a T15 Torx. You don't want to lose these either. And the handle scales come right off. We're going to put all these in our pocket so we don't forget about them. Along with these G10 handle scales, we're going to reuse those. So what we're going to use to remove the handles is this tray here. We can put the knife in and work with. And we have this Clean Strip Premium paint stripper, and we're going to put that on the blade. Now when you're working with this stuff is very toxic. You don't want to get this stuff on you. You want to wear eye protection, maybe even a mask, but especially gloves. These gloves, these standard latex gloves, are not sufficient to protect you from this. So you should wear chemical proof gloves. I just have these gloves now, but I'm going to be very careful to not actually touch it. And if I do get splashes on here, I'll be sure to take them off before it's a problem. So we're going to go ahead and put the ESEE into the tray. And I'm going to coat the entire knife, the entirety of one side of the knife, and then we're going to wait 30 minutes, and we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same to the other side. Well, it's been about 25 minutes, so we're going to give this a flip and do the other side. Okay. Another 25 minutes and we'll be right back to it. Alright, so it's been soaking for a while now, so we're going to hold it with the pliers and we're going to use a metal wire brush and we're going to take this coating off. See how well. Any of the paint that doesn't come off, we should be able to sand it off. It's not coming off quite as easy as I would have thought. Now we're going to wash off the knife. We need to wash off all the extra paint. If there's a little excess, that's okay because we'll sand it off. Now we're going to sand it a little bit. I don't need to sand it down to a polish. We want to completely dry this now. Wrap it in a paper towel. Get all the moisture off. We want this thing completely dry for the next step. Also, so it doesn't rust. For the next step, we're going to add a patina to the blade. It's a form of oxidation, not exactly the same as rust, but it'll form a protective layer and it'll prevent rust. So right now, we're just going to take a paper towel with gloves and wipe off anything, any oil, any wetness on here that's going to mess up with the patina. Now we're going to put the blade in a clean tray and we're going to use vinegar and we're going to cover the entire knife. Okay, we have the knife covered, and now we're going to let that sit for about an hour. You can use apple cider vinegar, it gets a dark patina. I'm just using white vinegar because I have a whole lot of it. So we're going to put that in there, all these bubbles. We're going to try to get those bubbles off. Those bubbles will mess with the patina a little bit. There we go, we got to let that sit for 1 hour now. We'll come back and we'll see what it's like. Okay, so the knife's been in there for an hour in the vinegar. We're going to take it out. You give it a rinse. I'm going to apply a light coat of oil and then we'll put the handles back on it. Here it is, freshly stripped, patinaed, and oiled up. Let's throw the handles back on there. So it comes with a long socket here. That one goes right in the middle because that is its thickest point. and the screws are all the same size. We want to try to line it up as best we can, the handles. By the way, this tool is really nice. It's ESEE. It's a German tool brand, and also the Torx bits are from ESEE as well. I'll leave a link down in the description. I use them for all my knives. Get these nice and tight on here. We don't want these coming loose. We probably won't take the handles off again, but who knows. So, there we go. That is the ESEE 4 stripped and patinaed. And honestly, this thing, it looks amazing now. It came out really nice. Nicer than I expected, to be honest. I love the look of this. I think it looks way better than having that coating on there. It's also smoother, so it's gonna make for cleaner cuts. Overall, this looks really nice now. I do really like that. We sanded it, you know, you can go about this in different ways. I use my knives a lot, and I don't really care how they look too much. I care more about function, but looks are obviously nice to have too. So if you want to keep the ESEE logos really nice, I'm sure you can do it a different way than I did it, because they're not popping out really nicely, but I personally don't care that much. There's actually a tiny bit of coating on the jimping here, so I'll probably just scrape that off. And you see all these spots around the blade. These are all stains from the patina. That's what we're going for. We're going for a stain. The fact that it didn't stain one solid color is not an issue. It's just a visual thing. And another thing I personally don't care about. As long as we got the stain on there from the vinegar, that's going to protect it a bit from the rust. Uncoated 1095 basically just rust by looking at it. If you have it out in its bare form, it's just going to rust on you real bad. So this patina really does help against rust. So yeah, I mean, it looks awesome, especially with the black handle. It looks very sleek, very nice. I'm a big fan of it. So thanks for watching this video. If you want to check the ESEE 4 out for yourself, I'll go ahead and link it to Amazon. Those are affiliate links. I always appreciate when you guys use those links. But anyway, like this video if you enjoyed it or thought it was helpful, and subscribe for future videos. See you next time.